I'm going to be talking about my suicidal ideation, and so if that is triggering for you, I'd ask you to scroll on and always remember that 988 in the United States is a resource. But please take care of yourself and your mental health. But if you would like to stick around, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about how suicidal ideation became a coping mechanism for me. When I was 12, I went through childhood SA and I didn't tell anybody. And from that moment on, I've had thoughts throughout my entire life about not wanting to be alive. Sometimes they've been very passive, sometimes they've been very active. Other things can ignite them or cause them to be more difficult. And mainly it's been something that I haven't shared or talked about because it's uncomfortable. However, I feel like it's important to share so that people know that when you have those thoughts, you're not alone in them. And I think that there are more people than you would imagine that have felt that way as well. One of the scariest parts about SI for me was how the thoughts themselves were comforting. And I thought, oh no, if I'm feeling comforted by this, then it will lead me down the path where then I won't be here anymore. And there has been an attempt before in my life, and I ended up spending time in a behavioral health unit that was actually very horrible. I know some people have good experiences, but mine was like horrific. And I promised myself I would never get myself back in a position where I would ever be there and be held somewhere without my consent. I'm finding myself having a very hard time finishing this video because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, there's so much to say, and also I don't want to say the wrong thing. But what I'm gonna end up saying is just that like life is hard and life is difficult, and the idea of not having to live difficult things obviously is going to bring comfort. And so it goes back to that idea of like wanting pain to end versus wanting your life to end, at least for me. Something that has been very crucial in my dealing with SI in my life is the concept of radical acceptance. There's a book by Tara Branch called Radical Acceptance that talks about that principle of just accepting those things into our lives, and then through that acceptance, at least for me, then I can come up with plans of how to deal with it. There is a mantra that I say to myself, oh, didn't think I was gonna get emotional. That has really helped me. I am the ocean, I am not the waves. The waves and the difficulties of life will come and go, but you are the ocean, you are stable, you are here, and we need you here. I need to be here and you need to be here because life will surprise us and we won't know what's coming, and we also won't know what we can give if we were to leave now. So I will leave you with that. Maybe it can help you and we can continue to have this conversation, but know that I love you and I'm sorry if you deal with it, but know that you're not alone. I am the ocean. I am not the waves. Sending love to y'all.